Mayday. 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 Yeah. Okay. So this whole production is helped to be sponsored by the North Beach Business Association, of which I am a proud board member, and so is Jessica Luce, who is our coordinator. And I'd like to also give a shout out to all the people who are demonstrating today and tonight in resistance to fascism. And we can't make the words any less impactful than that at this point in history. So here's a shout out to Salute. Bella ciao. So I'd like to also, this is also a product of our studio, Macchiarini Creative Design and Metalworks SF. You guys have been inside. You see that there's this amazing class going on now. We have a school, and the school is in its 11th year. And I want to introduce my daughter, who is here, who helped form the school 11 years ago, to talk a little bit about it. Welcome up Emma Macchiarini Morris.
It's okay. I can shout. I don't know what all I should say about the school, except for that I'm really proud of it. It's as my dad said, it's in the 11th year, and we teach metalwork to people from North Beach and from other places in San Francisco, and they could come right in through the back and be part of the world that's back there. And I think it's a pretty special experience, and I'm really glad that we can offer that to people, and also to have people from the neighborhood and other places come in and through here, because it can get lonely when you're sitting at the bench by yourself, when you're standing at the easel by yourself, when you're in the room writing the poetry by yourself. Sometimes somebody can walk through and the smallest thing they say can change the whole scene. So we're all in relationship to each other, and this is one way we do it. We teach each other, we learn from each other. I learn things from students every day that I teach, and they get to learn as it was passed to my father from my grandfather, Peter Macchiarini, who started his studio up the block in 1947. So it's a very proud tradition, and we are extremely grateful that we were able to offer being part of that world for people who just want to come and take a class. If you're interested, go up online to Metalworks SF. www.metalworkssf.com, or come and talk to one of us. If you're not, just hang out and listen to poetry. What could be better on May Day than to listen to some poetry? So enjoy the evening. You guys are in the most beautiful city in the world, listening to poetry on May Day. What could be better?
So now I want to introduce our amazing poet. I actually should nominate her to be the poet laureate of North Beach, but she's our manager, and she's been our manager for this poetry session for years now, at least 6 years.
Yeah, we're just talking about that.
Yeah. Jessica Luce.
Thank you, Dan, and happy May Day, everyone. Thanks for coming. We have a lot of good poetry this evening and some great music as well. And we're going to open up the evening with a little saxophone from George Long. Again, that was George Long, and he's going to play a little bit more for us later on. And I'm going to kind of break up the evening tonight with some poems in between the other readers. This is a poem by Eugene Ruggles called A Machine Shop Foreman. There are parts of the Detroit River that can wear through the ankles of young men. There were hundreds of machine shops around Detroit the spring I left high school. On the outside, they were naked, dark, and cinder block, no shade. They fed metal parts into the assembly lines and veins of the big three automobile families. When the sunlight ended in piles of rusted scrap on Monday, I opened the steel door, and there he was, a short man, about 5'6" and thick. He extended his arm to me like a bar of iron, with a wrist and a hand missing half a thumb, one forefinger, and the third of another finger. This was the right hand. I put my smaller one into it. The left hand was in a dirty cast, holding an oil can. Can you start today? Sure, goddamn, my first job. He took me to the center of the shop, a punch press as large as a freight elevator, tons of black steel with a crescendo that tested the cinder block. Leaving me half his lunch, he told me what to do after and left. All day, Detroit exploded before him. After a while, it could have been God humming to me through that short, thick man. Most of the 30 men there were black. He was Polish. I was 18. That Friday, he took me and two black workers to the corner bar and bought beer until midnight. He wouldn't let me cash my first check. He looked 35 and told me he was 26, an ex-Marine and Korean war vet, paying the mortgage on his parents' home in Hamtramck. I told him I was quitting, and he said, I know. You worked your ass off. Hope you have some left. He took a few polkas with the barmaid. We played pool, have another beer and a shot. You worked your ass off. When I left, he shook my hand for a long time as though he wanted parts of it, but he didn't. As I walked from the bar that night, 3 white cops were bending over in an alley, playing soccer with a pair of black testicles. In the dark, young black women waited for John or the cops that came by every night. They could either go downtown or go down on the cops in the nearest alley. I watched as the cops drove them back from the nearest alley. The women all had brothers and fathers and uncles waiting at home. This was the early 60s. On one side of the Detroit River, Newark was also waiting at home for her daughters. And on the other side of the Detroit River, Watts was waiting for hers. All the while, beneath many other rivers, young black women were waiting to breathe. In the early 60s, Detroit's tallest flames were rising deeper than ever around its machine shops, its ankles, its tons of black steel. Not even his capable hands, the bones of each one, could hold them down. Okay. And I'll read a little more along the way, but next we're going to have a song played by Jerry Ferret.
Okay, this is Pretty Boy Floyd. It was a song that was written by Woody Guthrie, and I think Guthrie may have known him. And so anyway.
There it is. There it is.
Here come gather round me, people, and the story I will tell about Pretty Boy Floyd the outlaw. Oklahoma knew him well. 'Twas in the town of Shawnee on a Saturday afternoon. His wife beside him in the wagon, as in the town they rode. There a deputy sheriff approached him, and he made her rather rude, using vulgar words and language, so his wife could overhear. Well, Pretty Boy grabbed his log chain when the deputy pulled his gun, and in the fight that followed, well, he laid that deputy down. So he took the trees and the timber to lead a life of shame. Every crime in Oklahoma simply added to his name. Yes, he took to the trees and the timber on the Canadian River shore, and the outlaw found a welcome, and many a farmer's door. Well, there's many a starving farmer. That's the same old story told, how the outlaw paid their mortgage, how he saved their little home. Others tell about a stranger who came to beg a meal, and underneath his napkin they found $1,000 bill. It's in Oklahoma City. It was on a Christmas day. Came a whole carload of groceries and a letter that did say, well, you say that I'm the outlaw, you say that I'm a thief. Well, here's a Christmas dinner for your family's own relief. Well, as through this life I ran, I've seen lots of funny men. Some will rob you with a 6-gun, and some with a fountain pen. As through this life you ran, as through this life you roam, you never see the outlaw driving people from their home.
a poem of mine called Charlottesville. A government system marked by centralization of authority is a dictator's priority. Crush the opposition, terror, censorship, embrace belligerent racism, the inferiority of whites, fear the browning of America, shoot, cage, take away, march in Charlottesville, defend Confederate monuments, carry kill the Jews signs, a torchlight. There was proof that night our flag was still there. Indivisible and justice for all, don't rise up for the pledge or the banner, bring a hammer, the bombs bursting in air, rock against fascism, stand with the street punks, boots and braces, don't make a racist, fuck skinheads, KKKs, fuck Nazi sympathy. Yeah. I kind of messed that up in the middle. I was like, ugh. Okay. But anyhow, Sarah Menifee would now like to read a poem of Jack Hirschman's.
Okay. What I really want to read is a poem by Jack Hirschman that appeared in his book Endless Threshold, which came out in 1992. I love this poem. It's called May Day. And we remember the May baskets with the violets and the pennies and the maypoles. So here's some in that tradition. Okay, come on. May Day. Do you remember when we went over and under as we went around the maypole tree and braided it all in colorful ribbons and sang songs and read poetry? How young and innocent we were. We never said fuck on the trolley. The only thing we burned was Hitler, Tojo, and Mussolini grasshoppers. Under the maypole tree, oh yes. It was May Day, and we braided it all up good. How English we were in those days, really. With all that, my country, 'tis of thee. When did it go away, I wonder, and leave this skinny old stick with faded ribbons round it, worth not much more than 65 cents, I bet. Jack Hirschman, presente.
And next, please welcome Mauro Fortissimo.
Yeah, what's going on? Nobody knows what's going on. No, you could just follow. This is called Banquete de Tiranos by José Martí, Tyrant's Banquet. This is a bit too tall. En inglés solamente. Viva el imperio. There is a vile race of tenacious men, of themselves inflated, and made all, everyone from hair to foot, tooth and claw. And there are others, like a flower that excel in the wind and the love of men his perfume. As in the forest there are turtle doves and beasts, and insectivorous plants, and pure, sensitive, and carnation in the gardens. Some feed on the soul of men, others give their soul to be nourished, and the gluttons perfume their teeth. Just like cold iron and the guts from the virgin who kills is heated. Tyrants sit at a banquet where men serve, and those vile that tyrants love, diligent, brain and heart of men devour. But when the bloody hand sinks in the delicacy of the dead martyr, a light arises and terrifies them. Flowers, big as a sudden cross, arise, and they flee, red muscle, bloody muscle, and terrify to his black entrails the tyrant. Those who love themselves, those who Augusta reason to their greed and gluttony they put, those who do not display on the honorable forehead the belt of light that the yoke melts, as the immense sun in embers breaks the stars that rush to her bosom. Those who do not carry human decorum, decorated the healthy chest, the minors and seconds of life, only at your mean enjoyment, and I grow attentive, but not to the universal concert. Dances, meals, music, harems, never the approval of an honest man. And if perhaps without blood it can be done, let it be. Nail them on the highest fork of the road, in the middle of the villain's forehead, to the great humanity traitors, like a relentless worker that bronze coffin nails those who with you they buy the nation apart. And that was in 1898 or so. And this is a poem of mine to the memory of the 168 children killed by our brave armed forces. Shameful. It's called Venceremos. It's the FIFA World Cup 2026. The insatiable monsters of war after swallowing Venezuela ran to feast on Iran, but Iran is not Venezuela. Go Iran, go, the soccer team, I mean. They just threatened to bomb some juicy American targets in Dubai and Bahrain, AI centers from Oracle in the region, Amazon hubs, yeah, get all of those motherfuckers. Penalties for sure. Next, and their viewpoint is Microsoft and Apple, free play. Go Artesh, go. And the Islamic Revolutionary Army Corps, Persepolis FC Soccer Club. Bravo, I say, you got cojones, comrades. Ballons d'Or, of course. If you don't think this is poetry and poetic justice to hit Starbucks or Kentucky Fry, so be it. Now check this song out. No convicted felon is my president, no sexual abuser, my commander-in-chief. This Easter, repent. Ask for forgiveness. Great is the Lord and Allah is great. Peace on earth. Free Palestine. A good Friday to you too. One short, very short one. It's kind of a little, yeah, they had off. I ran out of my device to glue this on my forehead. Oh man, that hurts. Well, okay. This is a wish for a monster. And I sort of memorized it. Can you imagine memorizing this disturbing poem? Evil Netanyahu, may your prostate cancer bloom. May your dick be cut off without anesthesia, your balls sliced with an unsharpened knife. May you bleed to death for 1,000 years, and not a single cell of your sick body and mind remain on the planet. For eternity, you and all of your descendants to rot in hell, chingado cabrón, hijo de 500,000 putas, inhuman, criminal, motherfucker. Oof, smells. I shave my hair especially for this performance. All right, thank you, Jessica.
I thought he looked different when I ran into him earlier. Anyhow, that was Mauro Fortissimo, and now Agneta Falk is going to read a short May Day poem for you.
La ra da ra da 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 da. That's it. We sing. No, we're going to sing another song later, but I'm going to read a very short poem by the long-forgotten, formidable Genevieve Taggart. Does anyone remember her? No. Creative effort. Have you a theme? Starvation. In this country? Yes, starvation in this country. Do you mean nothing to eat? Yes, to begin with. Unpleasant theme and very hard to handle. This is a rich country, Why not drop the theme? Who will enjoy it? You sound a little odd. Why make it worse than it is? I agree, it ought to be helped. Have you some other theme? The mouth then smiled. Some better theme? Yes, said the poet. Blood on the moon, a face to starve your smile, to starve your smile.
And next, I'm going to introduce Caravita. The one and only Caravita.
Thanks, everybody, for being here. So far, so good. Tonight, I dedicate this reading to my late husband, Salvador Inocencio. Sal was a highly respected union guy among his peers, and he never went to work on May Day. Together, over the years, we attended many International Workers' Days, and we went around the maypole a few times, too. And now I begin. A. I. E. I. Oh, no! Here we go. Like it or not. Wage slaves and creative types of all stripes. What are you afraid of? Afraid of becoming an AI has-been? Afraid of losing your place in the human race to oblivion? Is it real or is it fake? Who the hell cares? No one needs to know. Let it ride. Give me a break. It's a done deal. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide and seek the real or the fake. Nothing is real. Strawberry fields forever. A, I, E, I, oh yeah. Let's go. Now this piece here, I'm gonna hear your saxophone playing while I do this piece, George. I really am. I would like to perform with you sometime, but I'm gonna put it in my mind and pretend that you're playing with me. Because, let's get together sometime. Hollow be thy name, numb and dumbed down, all by design. Their minds have become hollow as a drum. Desensitized, bludgeoned by relentless propaganda, murder, and mayhem, their hearts shut down, became hard and hollow. It was a way to survive life's horrors and sorrows. Hollow be thy name. Hollow apologies, hollow excuses, hollow promises. I'm done with your game. Before I let you make a fool out of me, I'd rather drink muddy water and sleep out in a hollow log. Hollow be thy name. Dipsomaniac had a hollow leg. Drinking people under the table, he never said when. Never fell off the bar stool, and somehow never lost his cool. Hollow shape shifter coyote howls at hollow moon. Hollow howl reverberates, echoes into the void. Hollow be thy name. Paying no attention to the hollow histrionics. They are nothing but a big old drama queen. The once quaint and charming tunnel of love is hollow, abandoned, gone to rack and ruin. Unearthly, spooky, hollow spirits, all shimmering and silvery, flit in and out of crumbling, kitschy dioramas. They are cursed, seeking true love for eternity. Hollow, hollow be thy name. The pipes are hollow. The dreams are hollow. Hollow pipe dreams, fragile fragments, neither here nor there, never to manifest, all beautiful figments of imagination, vanishing into thin air. Hollow, hollow be thy name. Hollow mind games, hollow as deep fake AI-generated videos. Nothing is real. Hollow, hollow be thy name. The wind was hollow. It was all dumb luck. Your contempt for them is hollow. They are beneath contempt. Oh, how the fuck buddies love their hollow sex. Hollow, hollow be thy name. The birthday cake in the bakery window is a dummy, a fake, hollow, and a little dusty. But the candles are real. Go ahead, make a hollow wish. The old woman lived alone. Her life was lonesome and hollow as your wailing saxophone. Hollow, hollow be thy name, Hollywood. Stripped of its glamour and mystique, so many dead movie stars. Cinema icons and legends, sex goddesses, matinee idols gone. Nothing lasts forever. Hollow Hollywood. Hollow as the solid gold-plated metal Oscar. Surprise, surprise. Nothing inside. Hollow as a chocolate Easter bunny. Hollow be thy name. The victory is hollow. The mother's eyes are hollow and haunted, her child unalived in Gaza's genocide. In Ukraine, the same. Lives, families hollowed out from war, and for what? Hollow, hollow be thy name. Trump, his speech is hollow. Horrific hollow words, deceitful ramblings of a madman. Hollow be thy name, Trump, all hollowed out like a big old ugly rotting Halloween pumpkin, collapsing in on itself. Needs to be chucked in the garbage. Or better yet, buried in the ground. Oh yeah, I could go on and on and on and on and on, like AI slop. This poem is starting to sound hollow to me. Hollow, hollow be my name. And in conclusion, I swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. I have never taken a selfie. I am childless, never had a baby. I have never called anyone my bestie. I have been labeled a lefty, not left-handed, but the political kind. I have been called arty and artsy-fartsy by mean people who would wish to diminish me. Fuck you. This is not a poem. Entertainment purposes only. Thank you very much. Happy May Day. Be kind to yourselves and each other.
Okay, once again, that was Cara Vita. And next, please welcome Richard Wright.
Stretching out for TV time, using up your mind. Guess that you'll just throw another dime into the wishing well. Just another day, don't care what I got to say. Doesn't really matter anyway. You heard the tales that I can tell. On your way to freedom, if you've got the time, when you're out there living on a bet. Seems to be what you do best. Running with the bright pack, you're never going back. Now as you examine where you're at, realize you're like the rest. On your way to heaven, if you've got to die, oh, at least you're going out inside. You're going out in style. Da 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 da. Do 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 da 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 da. On your way to freedom, if you've got to die, hope at least you're going out in style. You're going out in style. Thanks. That was called Going Out in Style. Going Out in Style. And this is called Standing on the Same Side. He says he's better than you, better than me. This is the dogma, what they teach us to believe. Don't break the rules and these gifts will be received. That's what you'll be getting just for spreading a disease. It ain't me that you got against my kind, and we'll never get together when we're standing on the same side. It's been the same since it began. Break the tradition and somebody reprimand. Strictly forbidden if you go against the plan. These are the things that I will never understand. This is the place where our separate worlds collide, and we'll never get together till we're standing on the same side. It's been the same since the beginning of time. Thousands of years it took to saturate our minds. I don't believe this is the way we got to fight. Maybe I'm wrong, but you sure ain't right. My contradiction, your school of thought. We poison children and the line of bull gets bought. Make this what you wanted, so stop looking so distraught. It was in this web of hatred that your children could get caught. It ain't me that you got against my kind, and we'll never get together till we're standing on the same side. And we'll never get together till we're standing on the same side. And we'll never get together till we're standing on the same side. Thanks. Kind of an original version of it. Gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I ain't Maggie's farm no more. Well, I wake up every morning, fold my hands and pray for rain. Got a head full of ideas that are driving me insane. It's a shame the way they make me mop the floors. Ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's brother no more. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's brother no more. Well, he hands you a nickel, then he hands you a dime, and he asks you with a grin if you're having a good time, and he finds you every time you slam the door. Ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. He puts his cigars out in your face just for kicks. His bedroom window is made out of bricks. The National Guard stands behind the door. Ain't gonna work for Maggie's pa no more. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's ma no more. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's ma no more. She talks to all the servants about man and God and law. Everybody says that she's the brains behind Pa. She's 68, but she says she's 54. Ain't gonna work for Maggie's ma no more. I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. I ain't gonna work on Maggie's farm no more. Well, I try so very hard, be just who I am. Everybody wants me to be like them. Say whistle while you work and I just get bored. Ain't gonna work for Maggie's farm no more. Thanks very much.
Once again, that was Richard Wright. And now we're going to hear, to close out the evening, we're going to hear from George Long again.
All right. Woo!
Yo, George.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Va bene.
Come back next month. Have a great evening. Happy May Day. And thank you to Colin for always videotaping or taping these performances for Alcatraz Radio. Nice. Everyone who does it, thank you so much. It's really great to watch. I know, I forgot. Yes, Alcatraz Radio. Colin.